thought I'd just hit the button and think out loud, so it may not be a short. I don't know. But anyways, things were hitting my head, so I thought, hey, push the button. You know, I've noticed in the recent, well, for a while, but got to observe more of it over this past summer. You go somewhere and there's a certain landscape in nature, and let's just say, oh, here's this strange grassy area by a river, whatever. And if you really pay attention to what's in among the grass, you'll see little flying things, they got consciousness. They know how to go from one thing, land on another. They flap and fly, look like the happiest little things for their probably short little lives, because they look fragile as can be. You can't even see them unless you pay attention. Right? So as I was paying attention, it's difficult, because sometimes when I'd lay my attention on it all, they'd go hide on something, like they'd feel it. How do they feel that I'm watching them? Dragonflies do it, the little teeny blue ones and stuff. As I start to really observe them, they'll land and not move for a long while. I have to unobserve them and come back to catch them flying again. That's just how it works for me. Anyways, these little flying things, their appearance looks just like the plants they're around. Exactly like it. Like you're grown right up from the ground, and here you are on them, but you're flying all around with conscious life of some sort, right? Obvious. There's so much to this planet that still people don't think of. We've been taught to be in a control thing where knowledge is something that you hide from those that you want to control. Yeah, but this is the age of information. We've talked about that before. This shifts are happening. But this isn't on one occurrence either. From all sorts of examples of the bug's life like that, based on the landscape or the environment it's in, it dictates what little avatars show up and do something, whatever their purpose is, for those little flying ones that maybe there is no purpose, but yeah, because you're a blade of grass or whatever, and the fruit from you will be the day of life for this little flying little, who knows what to call it, little, that's just how it is. Don't believe me, just watch. Yeah. This universe gives us so many examples of how things work, how we should think, how we should believe, how we see and feel and know, and what we know about other things teaches us of what we know about ourselves, and vice versa. Actually, inward then outward is the best way, or you won't observe those other things. It won't make sense. Then you'll defend yourself and be, oh, yes, I'm the great rebuffer. Ooh, pretending I'm a... whatever. But, so you look at the world now on the leaves, I see red leaves, green leaves, yellow leaves. They're all falling and changing in colors. What are they combined? There's a lot of oranges look out there, some yellows. What are they combined? I don't know, kind of make up an orangish thing. So what we're seeing above dropping to the ground, and what grows from the ground this time of year? Round, yeah. Pumpkins. And they're orange. Just... there are so many things that go so snuggly, wuggly together in this world that we seem to overlook when we're still fighting, stuff like that. But just some thoughts I had. Thought I'd push the button and share it a little bit. life's interesting. Strange spot in the world. And I'll just end it right there. Have a good day.